I remember when I was a kid, I learned about ocean liners, those ships, those unbelievable feats of engineering, the opulent luxury. I saw an oil painting of the RMS Queen Mary at sea. The passengers dressed to the nines like Gatsby, a Tom for every daisy, but no room for folks like you and me. And I imagined how amazing it would be if someone handed me a ticket to cross the Atlantic, how enchanted I would be at the oceanic sights and sounds and the ostentatious appointments and the spacious lounges like heaven with streets of gold and an unending feast for everyone with access. God only knows there's a lot of trouble on earth. And if I could board the ship and put a wide berth between all those hurting people and me, maybe I could finally breathe free. So who cares if there's a breach in the hull? That's the captain's job, and my belly is full. I think I'll see the show tonight. Endless entertainment, leave the rescue of the lost to the professionals. Man overboard, oh, that is too bad for him. I'm not really going in. The ocean's a little bit cold for a swim. Someone else will save him, I'm sure. I'll write the captain a note, and I'll let him know that he should send out a boat. Check your ticket again. It's not a fare for passage, but a commission to lead. Straight from the captain, see the ship is the church, and the voyage a search. Not for a distant shore, but for those lost at sea who are hopelessly drowning, drinking the salt water of culture, thinking it will quench their thirst. It's not a luxury passage to glory for the qualified, but a no-holds-barred rescue search for those condemned to die. Maybe we've misinterpreted our ticket into the kingdom. We skipped the header and went straight to the copy. Blah, 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 eternal glory in heaven, yada, 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 no more tears. Good. Accept Christ and just hold out. Just board the ship by any means necessary and hold on. The seas will get very choppy, but there will be professionals to handle all the work. If the mission of the church is a rescue and the kingdom is a ship, Jesus' invitation to us is not only for salvation, but to take part in the work. We're not just passengers, but each one of us is the crew, and he's called us to lead. And I'm sorry if I'm mixing metaphors by saying it's a rescue ship when I said it was a cruise before. But the kingdom of God has a way of changing us, calling us up to lead, so we're not who we were before. Yeah, the captain gave you a ticket, but if you check it, you'll see that it's for your employment. It's not for your enjoyment. So maybe it's time to call the manager and check the schedule. We're a little late and the work has already started. See, our salvation experience, the eternal matrimony of Christ and the church, was also a commissioning ceremony, marking you for a life of leadership. This was the plan from the very beginning. See, God is an order-making God. He turns emptiness into order, dust into flesh, and he made flesh to make order, to number the animals, to cultivate the garden. The order-making God made us to order ourselves and the world around us for his glory, in order that he might be seen and known, in order that people bound by sin can experience freedom with him. So it's not leadership like the world sees, like the person with their name on the door, like a CEO drunk on power and position and identity barking orders, but the kind of leadership that sets things right, that prepares the garden for the seeds to grow, that serves regardless of status and sees the best in the most broken places of our hearts. The kind of leadership that Jesus showed us, the kind that gently invites people out of chaos and into the peace of God's design. The kind that welcomes a broken family into your life. The kind that chooses to see the potential in a young person who definitely doesn't have it all together yet, to believe that they can be a leader too, to see it where they can't see it, The kind of leader that would make a meal or mow the grass for a family in your small group when nobody sees. You say, yeah, but you don't know me. If you really knew me, I'd be dishonorably discharged, not qualified to wear the colors, stripped of my commission, bringing shame to the whole structure. If you really knew me. Well, I've got good news for you, because the Hall of Fame in the kingdom of God is like the island of misfit toys, nothing to recommend them, like Moses, who couldn't spit out a sentence, like David, who gave a death sentence to an innocent man because of the lust in his own heart. You've heard of Rahab the prostitute, or Matthew the tax man, whose greed left the people of God destitute, or Gideon, who made himself a shrine from the breadcrumbs of God's glory that he kept on the side. But God used them greatly, even in their weakness. In the kingdom of God, weak and broken are the best antecedents to unprecedented movements of God in his people in the upside down kingdom. It's best to be last. It's better to be a broken boat afloat on the sea of God's mercy than a strong, solid rock unseen underwater. God's plan for his church is alive and is well, unfettered by culture, and this room is full of the people God called up and called out to lead, not for the greatness that's in you, but to see the greatness in him. And he is calling your name. Next man up, next play. This ground in the kingdom is ours for the taking. If only we would believe that he has called us to lead, not to sequester away in our room on the ship, but out there with people to declare that the King is very much alive and he's looking for leaders. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. But listen, we're not in the first chapter here. Somebody already prayed for more leaders, and the Lord sent you. Yeah, you're weak and you're small. You're not what they would say is a leader at all, which makes you perfect for the kingdom of God. Right now, God is moving this ship forward to new places, calling people out of who they thought they were into the leaders that he made them to be. They just need someone to show them how to lead, to help them see it. That's you.